Alrighty, what's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here. This late Saturday night, back again with another video right here on the Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like this video, hit the subscribe button down below, and subscribe to my other channels, which are down below in the description box. And as always, find me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, share this video all over the internet, and don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all my notifications so you never ever miss an upload. And hopefully YouTube can send out my videos to you. And if not, well, fuck them. That's all I can say about that. So like, share, subscribe to all my channels, which are down below. And find me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter and share the video all over the internet. But most importantly, tap that bell and turn on all my notifications so you never ever miss an upload. And that's it. That's all I got to say about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Saturday night, November the 14th, 2020, or if you're watching now from somewhere else, November the 15th, 2020, getting ready in the middle of November. Pretty soon, we got 2 weeks. We got about, well, actually, this a week from this Thursday coming up is Thanksgiving. So, giving up for Turkey Day here in the in America and in the world, wherever you may be. So hopefully you're getting your last minute, well, not last minute, but hopefully you're getting your Thanksgiving meal. So you don't want to do it the last minute, because you'd be an idiot for doing that. That's all I can say about that. All right, on this late Saturday night, it is time for your late and out-of-date Smackdown review for Friday the 13th. 2020, November the 13th, 2020, from the Thunder Dome in Orlando, Florida, at the Emory Center. All right, SmackDown last night, well, if you want to put it that, last night was an okay show. Nothing great. Basically, now it's the A show, as Roman put it, but I'll get to Roman in a minute. But before I get to SmackDown, I'm going to do a separate rant about this. I'm going to re-rant about this later. I just want to briefly talk about the whole thing with Zelina Vega getting fired from the WWE yesterday after she tweeted something about she supports unions, and like, she put it up on Twitter, and then 10 minutes later, she got fired. Which I thought was kind of really stupid. So, Zelina Vega is, well, gone from the WWE. She still has a Twitch, because she was not going to let Vince take over her Twitch, which, you know, is a good move for her. So she went on Twitch crying. It's like, I don't know what wrestling's all I got, blah, blah, blah. And then, not to be outdone, her husband, as we all know, is Tommy End, or Aleister Black, whatever you want to call him. He wanted to leave the WWE and go back to NXT, because his career was going nowhere on SmackDown, and basically on Raw too, but his career was going nowhere. He wanted to go back to NXT to be with Hunter and Shawn, and they denied him, so he's up a creek right now. So I would not, the whole thing is the WWE is a bunch of fucking assholes. Bunch of fucking assholes. I mean, they fire her. They fired Zelina Vega for freedom of speech, basically. And because she had an OnlyFans account, which you can see more of her, not the stuff that you see on her Twitch. You can see more of her, if you know what I mean. But it's just a shame, she She tweeted out she supports unions because really wrestling should have unions. But Cody Rhodes and company and everybody else saying that unions are going to demoralize wrestling. It's like the death nail to wrestling. I mean, I don't give two shits. You're going to get benefits. Basically, some wrestlers don't have benefits, especially the indie wrestlers. They're getting treated like shit by Vince McMahon and almost everybody on the Sun. Like I said, they don't have much benefits. They can't really pay their own hospital bills, most of the indie stars. So, I mean, why not have a union? You're not really an employee. You're, they're saying independent contractor, I think they said. But the WWE, a bunch of fucking bullies. I said it before when they got rid of Mauro Ranallo. They're a bunch of fucking bullies. And top of the food chain is Vincent Kennedy McMahon. He's the biggest bully of them all. I don't know why anybody would want to work for him. I really don't know. I think everybody in WWE should freaking jump ship and go to AEW, the real company, or go to TNA, go to Ring of Honor, go to Japan. That's where it's at right now. WWE is sinking. The ship is just about sunk. I don't know how further you can go. It's a fucking shame. I really feel bad for Selena Vega. But people coming out of the woodwork supporting her, like Ryback, feed me more. Because he fucking hates Vince McMahon. I mean, he really hates Vince McMahon. He hates Dolph Ziggler even more, but he hates Vince McMahon. So, Ryback came out. Renee Young supported Selena Vega. A couple other wrestlers came out to support her. The Screen Actors Guild actually wrote actually trying to work something out with Selena Vega. Maybe put her on that union. So I don't know what's going to happen with Selena Vega. A lot of stories coming out that she might go to AEW and become her real name, Thea Trinidad, or she can always go back to Impact to become Rosita again. Maybe dig up Sarita, go for the women's tag team belts. They're coming around in January, so why not? Why not go back to Impact, dig up Sarita, become the women's tag team champions? Now, they've done it before back in 2012, 2013, somewhere around there, when they were, it was Rosita, Sarita, Homicide and Hernandez, well, the Aqua, whatever the stupid name is, Aquafino, whatever the fuck his name is, that whole LAX group, the original LAX. Without Conan, of course, but yeah, she can go there. She can go to Japan. She can even go to Ring of Honor. That's not really much of a Women of Honor there. Basically, you got Session Martina, Angelina Love, and Amanda Leone. I got a couple other ones, but Quinn McKay, but who's getting the crap beat out of her by Amanda Leone and Angelina Love, but it is what it is. So, I mean, they don't have much of a Women of Honor division. I think they still have Sumi Sakai. So, I don't know. But she can go anywhere. I rather think she should go to AEW. Maybe bolster that women's division a little bit. And then hopefully Aleister Black, could somehow either get released or, ask for his release. I know he's not going to get it because they're probably going to punish him right now. They're going to punish his ass. They're going to put him on TV, have him jobbed like Roman Reigns or Jey Uso. And, he's going to hate it. He's going to want his release. I don't blame him. and then when they finally release him, or he asks for his release, and they release him, or maybe he'll take his ball and go home and not do anything. He could show up on AEW, go by his indie name, Tommy N. That's not his real name, but I call him Tommy N, but it is what it is. He can go by Tommy N in AEW, have some great matches with Kenny, with Cody, with John Moxley, with Darby Allin, maybe with Brian Cage and company. So who knows what's going to happen with Aleister Black and with Zelina Vega now, and then with Aleister Black. I think he's going to get the Lana treatment, and he's going to be put through tables like 8-9 times in a row. But like I said, freaking WWE is a fucking bullies. They're not going to let anybody have their own thing. They're not going to let them have their own YouTube show, their own Twitch channel, their own OnlyFans or whatever, third-party stuff, because they're going to have to. They want it. They want to own it. They want to build their own brand. But I'll talk more about this maybe tomorrow on the PG Rants channel. I'll talk about that. But really, fuck Vince McMahon, fuck the WWE. That's all I got to say about that. All right, so let's get back to Smackdown. And like I said, it was a pretty decent show. Some little bit of story aggression. We're about, as of tomorrow, we'll be 1 week away from the Survivor Series, the final final big pay-per-view of the year. We got TLC in December. I thought that War Games was going to be the day before, but they're not really hyping War Games right now. They took that out off of Survivor Series weekend. It's going to be on in War Games is going to be on December the 6th, I would assume, because I really haven't heard anything about War Games as of late. They haven't mentioned it. I think they'll mention it probably next week, maybe, but I don't know. We'll see. But we got the Survivor Series next Sunday, and looking to be, pretty good. I mean, we got another woman on the Smackdown women's team. We had a little thing with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, and I'll get to that in a minute. And then basically, then we had some other things happening that coincide with the Survivor Series, but I'll get to that in a minute. So we start off the show at inside the Thunderdome. We go inside and we hear the music of Roman Reigns, Mr. Cockfist himself, the tribal chief, our tribal chief, and you must obey him, because if not, he'll kick your ass. So he comes out with, "My name is Paul Heyman." Comes out, posted with the belt, gets all the pyro. So, and as we all know, Roman is going to be facing Randy Orton in his Lutness voice at Survivor Series, or will it be Drew McIntyre? Because Drew McIntyre has a title shot on Monday night against Randy. So it could be Randy versus Roman or Drew versus Roman at the Survivor Series 1-on-1 in a champion versus champion best of the best match. So we'll see what happens with that. So they get in the ring. Roman gets the mic. And we hear the piped in boos from the crowd. Then he asks Paul why he calls this. He's like, "What is this?" And Paul's like, "The Island of Relevancy." He's like, "So why do we call it that?" And Heyman does so because Roman makes everything relevant. He says, "The numbers don't lie. Before he was just a forgotten twin, and now he's talking about Jey Uso being in the main event now. He said 2 weeks ago he put out Daniel Bryan. We haven't seen him since. And then last week he beat Kevin Owens. And at the Survivor Series, he'll lead SmackDown to victory. And while on the same night, Roman will establish dominance by beating the secondary champion Randy Orton. I guess that's a spoiler that Randy's going to beat Drew, I assume, on Monday night. Maybe that's a spoiler. Maybe it's a prediction. I don't know. We'll see. He says Orton is a great example of being able to respect accomplishments, but not the man. So before we can continue, out comes the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre, who comes out with a mic of his own. He says it's been a bit since he and Roman were around each other. It's been a while, since, like basically by the Royal Rumble. It takes exception to being overlooked by him. He'll be able to take him at Survivor Series rather than Randy, because the last time they were in the ring together, which was when McIntyre eliminated Roman en route to winning the Royal Rumble. Because on the recap, he's beating his Heyman's other client at WrestleMania. You know that is Brock Lesnar. Then he starts mocking Roman for leaving after Mania. Says, "Where were you at WrestleMania? Oh, that's right, you weren't there." Because he was his business at home and he didn't want to get COVID. And he's a man now, and will prove it at the Survivor Series. So Roman's like, "You know what, dude? I like you, I respect you, but I'm back now. And ever since I came back, no one knows who you even are. I don't watch Raw. No one does because they're watching me on Smackdown." And I was like, damn, nobody does watch Raw. Anybody watch Raw? I watch it for nostalgic purposes. Because I got nothing else to watch on Monday night. So, but yeah, he's basically saying that SmackDown is the show, which it basically is. Then he asked Drew to tell everyone who he is now that Roman is back. So McIntyre repeats his question, but says he's the one who beat Randy on Monday, and then show Roman who the secondary champion really is. And then Jey Uso comes from the back, running like a madman, takes the mic, starts yelling at Drew. He says it's not Monday, really. He says Drew is being real disrespectful right now. Disrespectful all the time. And tonight he'll get Drew just like he did the last guys who were disrespectful. So he challenges Drew to a match. McIntyre then shows him down and out of the ring before staring at Roman. And they have a stare down, and then Roman and Jey Uso, along with Heyman, leave the ring as Drew looks on pissed. So we'll see what happens with that. So looks like the main event is going to be Drew McIntyre against Jey Uso. And we'll see what happens with that. And that's that. So that takes us to break. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we're offering with Smackdown. And I said, oh, by the way, the chat room's open if you want to chat for a little bit about Smackdown or about anything else. So come on in. That's it. All right, after that, we go to the back where we see Roman and Jey. Roman is pissed. I mean, pissed. You know, for his use of language or showing up without being asked to show up. Jey's like, don't worry, Oos. I got this, Oos. I got this, Oos. You know, that's that. He's like, and then Roman's like, you better. So Jey better have it, or Roman's gonna be pissed. I think he will be pissed. I'll get to that later. All right, so I gave that little segment 2 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the ring, where we get everybody's favorite luchador. No, not Grandma Talik, not Lince Dorado, not even Kalisto. Our good friend, Mexico's own Sami Zayn. Well, he's not from Mexico, but he's the man Sami Zayn, the man that looks like El Generico. A man who steals kids from the orphanage. That's all I gotta say about that. So Sammy tries to remind people that he is alive. So he says he was only informed an hour ago that he's got to defend his Intercontinental title against tonight, Intercontinental title against Apollo Crews. So he complains about, finding out too late. He's being sabotaged, but he's used to it. And he's going to show everyone the difference between the IC champion and the United States champion. The difference is obvious. They're different belts. And he tries to run down, he's still trying. He's like, why am I defending the belt? Why this and that? Blah, 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 blah. Gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, then we get then Apollo comes out. And we get to the match, and match sucked. This match was garbage. Horrible match. I'm sorry for, being Sami Zayn, but it is what it is. Sami starts with some kicks and punches. Apollo takes him down with a couple clotheslines. Then he picks him up in a military press and lawn darts Sami into the turnbuckle. They sets up for a bling buster. Powers and suplex Zayn. And it hits an insecurity into a moonsault for a near fall. Sami heads out of the ring and suckers Apollo so we can slam him into the ring. Then he up in the ring bungees, he rips off the skirt, and then he goads Apollo in. He grabs his foot and he ties it together and underneath the ring. And then he beats the count, and Apollo gets counted out. So Sami retains the title. So I gave the match 1.5 out of 5 stars. Just, yeah, it happened, ladies and gentlemen. A bull. That's all I got to say about that. Garbage. That's that. All right, then we go to the back. McIntyre in the back. He's getting ready. In walks in his favorite Adam Pearce. So they basically talk about, his match with Jey Uso, and Adam's like, well, you're a Raw super blah 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 blah, but I'm gonna make the match happen anyway, because we don't give two shits about the draft, do we? No. So waste of fucking time. This whole fucking draft was horrible, and that's what I gotta say about that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, we stayed in the back this time with Kayla. She has the Mysterios with her. Ray, Dominic, Aaliyah, and Angie. Ray says Ray says the match against Seth Rollins isn't about him or isn't about him or Seth. Things have changed since his family was brought into us. Seth tried to destroy that family, and it's going to be the final chapter in their feud. We hope. I doubt it, but who knows? No. Seth is nothing but the devil, and for everyone, physical and metaphysical, he'll send Rollins back to a soul-crushing hell. But we'll see what happens with that later on in their no-holds-barred final chapter match. Let's see. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's that. Excuse me. And that's it. All right. Then we go to break. We come back. We find out from Mitchell Cole and Corey Snore Graves that Drew McIntyre and Jey Uso will happen in the main event, but it will be an unsanctioned match, meaning doesn't count, I guess. But after that, we get a recap of what happened next week with Smackdown, Bailey, Donkey Hug, and the boss, Sasha Banks. Sasha got the victory and retained. And then as she was celebrating, she gets super kicked by the returning Carmella. So we'll see what happens with that situation as we move on. So Sasha's in the ring looking hot, and she's celebrating after finally defending her title. Because every time she defended it, she lost. So she finally broke that curse. But hold on to it longer. We'll see. And she says, despite the highs and lows, she's on top of her game, and she's putting the entire SmackDown women's division on notice. So she moves on to Carmella, which she's about to move on and talk about Carmella, but gets cut off by Bayley. Don't give me a hug. So she's fight, and then out of nowhere, Carmella comes from behind, hits a super kick, and then the X Factor laying Sasha out, and then she just poses over Sasha, and that's it. So perhaps with this situation, and after the Survivor Series, probably going into TLC, we'll get Sasha defending against Carmella. Bayley will be at ringside because Bayley is going to be used now. Is going to use Carmella. She probably will. I think Carmella will be a 2 or 3 time champ, but we'll see what happens with that. But Bayley and Carmella will be a team because they're real life friends, kind of like Sasha and Bayley. But so we'll get that, and probably a TLC. Probably like maybe a ladder match, or I don't know, some type of stipulation match that Sasha will defend against Carmella. Carmella will probably beat Sasha, and then she'll hold on to it, and then Sasha will try to get it back, and then eventually Carmella's like, I don't need you, Bayley, and then they'll probably fight at WrestleMania or some stupid shit like that. But let's see what happens for that. So I gave all that 2 out of 5 stars, and we will move on from there. All right, then we go to the back. It looks like we're in catering. We see Otis, son of a bitch, is fucking fat. That's all I'm gonna say about that. In comes Bobby Roode and Ziggy, Dolph Ziggler. They start mocking him and like, oh, ever since Tucker went to Raw, Otis is soft. He can't win a match. Blah blah blah. So they leave, and then Otis flips the table, and then he gets really pissed because he wanted to finish his chicken dinner that Titus made. But that's all I gotta say about that. And we'll move on from there. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars. And that leads us to match number 2. Dolph Ziggler with Bobby Roode at ringside taking on Otis. Another horrible match. Didn't really go anywhere. It looked like a freaking squash match for Otis, and it was. But Ziggy slaps Otis. Otis drives him into the corner, then starts tossing him around the ring like a rag doll. Hits an avalanche in the corner. Wants to go for the Caterpillar, but Bobby Roode distracted him. Otis takes him out. Ziggy hits the zigzag for a near fall. Looks to end the match with a super kick, but Otis caught it. Hits a falling power slam. Well, like a world's strongest slam, whatever you want to call it. He goes for the Caterpillar, hits the Caterpillar, and goes for the Vader Bomb. Roode made the save, and Otis is like, he's really pissed at Bobby Roode. So Roode's like, I'm not getting involved. You're gonna get the squash. Go ahead. So Otis hits the Vader Bomb again. This time gets the win. So Otis squashes Dolph Ziggler. Match gave 2 out of 5 stars. Just it's horrible. It's, for something like that's the A show, it doesn't look like the A show right now. All you got is the Roman. All you got on SmackDown is Roman. That's it. That's the only storyline that's actually mattering on SmackDown. That's it. Everything else sucks. And that's that. All right, then we see in the back, we see Seth Rollins and Murphy trying to formulate a plan. Now as we saw last week, Murphy siding with Seth Rollins. Like, yay, got my disciple back, yay! And then Leo's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to be my boyfriend. Why are you siding with him? And then Murphy's like, don't worry, I got it all planned. I bet you do. You know you want that 19 ass. That's all I gotta say about that. So we'll see what happens with Murphy and Seth against the Mysterios, and God, get to that in just a little bit. And that's that. All right, we stay in the back. And then our good friend Shorty G. I'm sorry, no, can't call him that anymore. Chad Gable comes up and says what Otis just did is what he needs to do every single week. Yeah, win. So Gable offers him to be a mentor and gives Otis a pamphlet for Gable's new Alpha Academy. I wonder where he got that from. Jason Jordan. But so Otis looks at it and he doesn't really like it. So he's like, I'll think about it. Man, I think he said, I'll think about it. And then Gable just stares at him with a really mean stare. Like, So I don't know where that's going to go. Maybe Otis and Chad Gable have a feud now. I personally don't give two shits. And then that's it. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. And all right, after that, commentary talks about Seth Rollins, Rey Mysterio final chapter, no holds barred match coming up. Then we go to a big video package about it. If you don't know what's been going on, if you've been living under a rock, you get the video package. That. All right, we go to We go to match number 3. No holds barred match. Seth Rollins with Murphy at ringside, taking on Rey Mysterio with his entire freaking family out there. You know, somebody wants to get hurt. It is what it is. Match was all right, nothing great, but if they're gonna end this, they should have ended in Hell in a Cell. Just my personal preference, not a freaking no holds barred match, which is basically what Eye for an Eye was. It is what it is. So they start off staring each other down. Ray starts landing punches to the body. Seth counters Ray in the corner. Ray hits a head scissors takedown. Then starts hitting kicks. Then he kicks Seth right in the head. Goes to the apron. Ray gets dropped over the top rope by Seth. Then Rollins goes to the outside, gets a chair, goes to swing it at Ray. Ray takes out the legs. Rollins avoids a 619. And then Rollins on the apron. Ray smacks him around but gets caught on the shoulders of Seth. Ray hits a tornado DDT on the apron. Ow. Didn't look good. It is what. Then he's still brawling on the outside. Ray's getting the advantage. Seth tosses Ray into the reps. Then gets Ray into the electric chair position. Ray counters with a sunset flip powerbomb on the barricade. Ow. That hurt. That continues the crap out of Seth with some kicks. They get back in the ring. He has to die. Seth catches him and suplexes him on the announce table. Sadly, did not hit Michael Cole. Damn. Now, one day, somebody's got to throw him right into Michael Cole, and I'm going to laugh. Somebody, please do it. Please. It's just for me. And while you're at it, if anybody's on Raw, just throw yourself in the Byron Saxton. Just do it. That's all I can say about that. All right, after that, Seth takes over, tossing Ray around the ringside area. They finally get back in the ring. Rollins pins Ray for a near fall. Then Seth with a backbreaker. And he's in control. Gets the chair again. Sets it up between the ropes. And Rollins with some punches to the kidneys. Gets Ray on his shoulder. And like they were teasing each one getting driven into the chair. but nobody actually does get set into the chair. Rollins misses a corner dive. Ray hits a seated senton, then a hurricanrana as Ray's trying to make a comeback. Hits the wheelbarrow bulldog, but only for a near fall into that. Seth tosses Ray out of the ring. Rollins sends Ray into the steps. Then he takes apart the steps. The bottom steps come into play. Rollins sets up for the stomp on the stairs. And Rollins is like, you mocking the Mysterios, which gives Ray enough time to avoid the stomp, then drive Rollins into the stairs. Ray gets in the ring, hits a baseball slide splash onto Rollins on the steps. That had to hurt. As we go to break, we come back. Rollins brings a table in the ring, sets up the table. Ray starts fighting back, but eats a suplex. But Rollins holds on, looks for the Three Amigos, a la Eddie Guerrero. God bless Eddie Guerrero. I think it was his birthday yesterday. So, Viva la Laza! Dominic, I'm your puppy! Oh, sorry. So, probably one of the best feuds of one of the best feuds of the Ruthless Aggression era. Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero custody over Dominic. That was some good stuff back in the day. But it is what it is. Sadly, we don't have, Eddie Guerrero anymore. Imagine we did. Imagine Eddie was still alive. He would be chained more times over than Randy Orton, most likely. We will be feuding with Ray at this point. Probably have another feud with Ray, or somehow get involved with Seth Rollins, maybe. And then, Dominic, you're so old now, but I'm still your papi. What may have been. That's that. So Ray fights out of the Three Amigos. He slides under the table, but Rollins shoves it right in his face. Ow. Then they get on the top rope. Ray fights free, lays into Rollins as Rollins is still seated at the top. Ray's on the outside, climbs up with Rollins and tries for a hurricanrana, but Rollins blocked it, and then he powerbombs Ray through the table from the second rope for a very near fall. And then Seth grabs the chair, gets the chair from between the ropes, moves the end caps from the legs, tries to blind Ray with that. Dominic then pulls Seth out, eats a super kick for his troubles, and then Murphy heads over. And then Rollins goes outside. He's like, chill, Murphy, chill. Helps Rollins up and gives him a chair again. And then Murphy holds up Ray. And then looked like Seth was about to blast Ray in the face with it. But Murphy comes back and hits the V trigger in the Seth. So a heinous act by Mr. Murphy. So Murphy stares at Seth, then leaves the ring, and Aaliyah's like, "Yay, my man did it! Yay!" Everybody's clapping. Angie's clapping. Dominic is going hysterical, and then Rollins is like, "What are you doing, Murphy?" And then Ray goes for the 619, botched it. Ray, come on. That's on the latest edition of Botchamania, by the way. Tries for it again this time. Then he goes up top, drops the dime on Seth. 1, 2, 3. Rey Mysterio pins Seth Rollins, and hopefully, finally, mercifully, this feud ends. And that's that. So match was alright. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. That was that. Not the greatest match from Ray or Seth. Kind of felt sloppy at times, especially the botch 619. It is what it is. So, like I said, 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Afterwards, they're celebrating on, Angie and Dominic and Aaliyah are in the ring. Murphy's about to leave, and then Ray's like, "Hey, Murphy, get in here." So Murphy's like, he's kind of like undecided what's going to happen. And then Ray's like, "You want my approval?" and he sticks out his hand. Murphy accepts the handshake. So Murphy accepts, and then Aaliyah comes in, squeezing her man, grabbing his penis. I don't know what she was doing, but she's happy, and then Dominic and Murphy look at each other, and they shake hands, and we get a big old-fashioned happy ending. So that's that. So I don't know what's going to happen now. I think Murphy and Seth are going to start their program, maybe with Aaliyah involved. Something's going to happen next week. Seth is going to be on the Survivor Series team. So I don't know if they're going to do anything with Seth and Murphy. I don't know. But it looks like they're going to set up something with Murphy and Seth now, or they could go in a different way and maybe continue the Murphy-Aaliyah love angle, which may lead into a wedding, and you know how that ends with Aaliyah heartbroken. But weddings don't last that long in WWE. Just ask Macho Man. Didn't last that long, did it? I think it lasted a couple of months. That supposed real life wedding between him and Macho Man Randy Savage and the lovely Elizabeth. Ain't that right, Elizabeth? That's right, Randy. I really wish that lasted longer. I really wish that lasted longer. Instead of Hogan getting involved. Brother, I want to stick my 24-inch python inside of Liz. Brother. I really wish that marriage lasted longer. I think there was only one good marriage in WWE, and that was Bertha Faye and who was it? Uncle Earl. That was it. That was the only good wedding. Every other wedding has ended in disaster. Every other wedding. And think about all the weddings that we've had in WWE. Macho Man and Liz ended in disaster. We all know what happened there. Edge and Vicky Guerrero ended bad because Edge cheated on Vicky Guerrero with what's her name? Alicia Fox. The Triple H Stephanie wedding. Remember how that ended? When Triple H found out that Stephanie was lying about her baby. Well, remember that. Edge, Stephanie McMahon and Test. We all remember that. How that ended with Triple H drugging Stephanie and then going to LA and then them getting married. That was funny back in the Attitude Era. What else? You think of now Bobby Lashley and Lana. That went nowhere. It lasted for a couple months. It went way too long, and then they divorced. I was gonna say Matt Hardy and Lita, but I don't think they got to that wedding angle. They were, I was thinking Lita and Edge were gonna go there, but then but that didn't happen. I think that's it. I might be off a couple. I might have missed a couple, but but like I said, every wedding angle that has happened, except for Uncle Earl and Bertha Faye, went down in flames. And if they're thinking about doing Murphy and Aaliyah, it's going to end really bad. And we all know that. And that's that. But weddings in wrestling never, they end in disaster. I mean, you look at TNA, Laurel Van Ness and Braxton Sutter. We all know what happened there. And then recently, Rosemary and Johnny Bravo. We still don't know who shot Johnny Bravo. He lived from that gunshot. Damn it! Oh, sorry. I should have used a fucking revolver. Or a shotgun. But it is what it is. Because, Rosemary's mine. But this was Valerie Scott. Yes. That's that. So, yeah, that happened. Nothing in Ring of Honor. Nothing in New Japan. I don't think anything in CZW. And I don't think anything on I think maybe once. I think there was one on the Indies I might have missed. But But like I said, if the WWE and Ray, because he has to put the stamp of approval on it. If they want to continue this Murphy Aaliyah thing, why not have a wedding? And guess who ruins it? Seth Rollins. Because they're gonna set up Seth Rollins and Murphy. So just wait, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming. A wedding between and Murphy, ruined by Seth Rollins. You heard it here first. That's all I gotta say about that. So Murphy got the approval of Ray. Now Murphy can do whatever the hell he wants with Aaliyah. That's all I gotta say about that lucky fucking guy. Even though he's 13 years older than her. It is what the former Aaliyah, not that Aaliyah, but Aaliyah sang, "Age ain't nothing but a number, and love ain't nothing but a thing." Yeah, God bless Aaliyah. That's all I gotta say about that. Great singer, gone too soon. That's that. All right, that's all I can say about it. So I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's that. All right, let me move on. All right, then we go to the back. We see Adam Pearce. He's on his phone, texting somebody. I don't know, probably texting Vince. What are we gonna do now, Vince? Aaliyah and Murphy might get married. This is gonna be good TV. So he's texting somebody, probably Hunter or probably Vince. So then Natalya comes up, and she's like, "Why are you putting me in matches instead of just putting me on the Smackdown women's team?" So he's like, "Well, you don't deserve it." So he tells her that she's going to be in a triple threat match up right after the break, and she's like, I'm the GOAT. I'm the best of all time. No, you're not. And then she starts going. So we're going to see Natalya going up against Tamina, of all people, and Liv Morgan in a triple threat match. The winner becomes the third woman on the SmackDown women's team. I mean, they haven't finished their fucking team yet, and we got 1 week to go, and we need 2 more people. That's fucking hard. Bad booking, and that's that. So I gave the Natalya thing 2 out of 5 stars, and that's that. Speaking of Adam Pearce, we stay with him. This time, Seth Rollins is in the. He has a locker room now. Bangs on the door. Adam Pearce comes out, and he's mad about what happened with Rey Mysterio and Murphy. He says he never wants to see Rey's face ever again. And Adam's like, "Good. I'm good." That. And then he tells Adam Pearce that he demands a match with Murphy. So we'll probably get that maybe this Friday night on SmackDown, or maybe after the Survivor Series. But we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. And we will move on from there. All right, match number 4. Well, what was supposed to be a triple threat match between Natalya, Tamina, and Liv Morgan becomes a fatal 4-way as we get the SmackDown debut of Chelsea Green. Yeah, the woman that's banging Matt Cardona. Woo, woo, woo. You know who he is. So she's in this match, and this match sucked. Everyone goes after Tamina to start. Tamina fights him off because she's fat. And then Liv Morgan and Tamina are left. Liv attacks the leg and hits a missile dropkick. And then Chelsea and Natalya toss Tamina into the barricade. And then Chelsea takes out Natalya. Then Liv Morgan dropkicks Chelsea. And Natalya gets back in the ring with Liv Morgan. And from there, we didn't see Chelsea Green after that. because the WWE claimed on the website that she broke her wrist, though she said on Twitter that she broke her arm, and she's going to be out for a while. You know, you saw from NXT, you had that one night on Raw. Like, I think you faced. Didn't really go anywhere with that. You went NXT a little bit, go anywhere with it. I think you should have stayed in NXT. Stayed in Impact. You know, just stayed as Laurel Van Ness in NXT and Impact. And she's probably gonna be out for maybe 4 to 6 months. So probably won't see her at the Royal Rumble, in the Women's Royal Rumble match. I doubt it. Probably may not see her at WrestleMania if they have another women's WrestleMania Rumble match or whatever they call it. Maybe see her then, but I don't know. Maybe she'll get hurt again. And then maybe she should just take time off, come back as Laurel Van Ness in the WWE and let them run with it. But they're not going to do that because WWE be stupid. They don't listen to any of our ideas. And that's that. So we don't see Chelsea after that. But anyway, then we get some rights when Liv avoids a discus clothesline, hits a DDT for a near fall. Then they go back and forth. And they're like, it's like, where's Chelsea? We know what happened. She broke her arm. Natalia gets a 1922 sleeper hold in. I don't know why they were stalling. Maybe Chelsea was supposed to win the match. I don't know. Liv escapes, hits a clothesline for a near fall. Natalia then knocks in the sharpshooter. Liv counted out of it. Then Liv hits a code breaker to Natalia. Then one to Tamina. As Tamina looked like she took they called an audible and it's like, oh, Tamina, you need to lose. So Liv Morgan gets the win. Match I didn't give 2 shits about. I gave it 1.5 out of 5 stars. So Liv Morgan joins her partner Ruby Riott and Bianca Belair on Team Smackdown. I guess they're gonna put a heel or 2 on there. I would think they'll put maybe Bayley and Carmella. That's the only people I can, they have left, or somehow Natalia use her titties. I mean, uses her, finds a way to get on the team, and then as probably member number 4, and then Tamina gets on there, maybe like a second chance match or some shit. But like I care, because I think the Raw Women's team is gonna win anyway, thanks to that girl named Lana. That's all I gotta say about that. So the Raw team's gonna win that match. But I still think at the end of the night, SmackDown's going to win most of those matches. So SmackDown will be the best of the best at Survivor Series. But I'll talk about that I'm going to try to get this Thursday. I got a busy week of work this coming weekend, or this next week. I got Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. I work all up to 11 o'clock. So I won't be home till like 12, 1 o'clock. So I'll get the AEW review up this week. The NXT review I may or may not get up, because I got because I might try to do it. I might scale back. I might do NXT on Friday night, and then Saturday night I'll do my SmackDown review, and then next Sunday I'll do my Survivor Series review on the Peter Gilman YouTube wrestling channel, and that's all I can say about that. So Liv Morgan gets the win. She joins Bianca Belair and Ruby Riott on Team SmackDown, and we'll see what happens this Friday night on SmackDown, who the final 2 participants are, and that's all I can say about that. And we move on from there. All right, then we go to the back with Kayla Braxton, and she's interviewing Drew McIntyre. He's starting to turn into Shaw. I digress. She asked how wise is it to wrestle Jay just days before his title match with Randy Orton. That is not this voice. So Drew puts over Jay, says this will be a great chance to send a message to both Roman and to Randy at his expense, and that's it. So he's basically gonna send a message to Randy and Roman later on, and we go to break. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's that. All right, we go to commercial. We come back. We're in the back this time with a good friend, Biggie Langston, and he's playing with some production stuff because he's got nothing else to do on SmackDown, it seems. And then the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits, come up. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. They have some stuff from catering. They must have stolen from Titus. So they apologize for asking him how to beat the New Day. And then they have like something on the table, and they reveal it. And I guess they were getting ready for Thanksgiving because they got some collard greens, chocolate cake, and some other concoction, look like eggs or something like that. And all the food set up in like an L. And Biggie's like, oh, I see you put it in an L. That's very nice. Why? So the Street Profits say they're going to be serving up L's to whoever makes it to this Survivor Series. So Biggie laughs it off, and he's like, ha 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 ha. He says the best there ever be is that the Street Profits will be is New Day Light, or New Day 2.0, or Diet, if you will. He says the best team will be revealed, and it's the New Day. And then they kind of all get serious, and they're like, ha 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 ha. They start laughing. So Biggie leaves, and then the Street Profits just stare a hole into him. So not much storyline progression with that. Now we'll see if the New Day retain this Monday night on Raw against the Hurt Business, Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. I think they will, and then they'll face the Street Profits and probably beat the Street Profits. But we'll see what happens with that as we get closer and closer to the Survivor Series. And that's it. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's that. All right, we go to break, and we come back. We find out that this Friday night, Seth Rollins will get his hands on Murphy in a one-on-one match. So Seth looks to get his revenge on Murphy. I assume Aaliyah would be at ringside. Maybe the Mysterios would be at ringside. I don't know. I think it's a bad idea to have Aaliyah at ringside, but she could get seriously hurt, and then Ray's gonna be up a creek. That's all I can say about that. All right, so we get to the main event, unsanctioned match. Drew McIntyre taking on Jey Uso. Match was all right, nothing bad, nothing great. Let me see how much time I got. Not bad. All right, so Drew overpowers Jey with ease at the start of the match. Jey gets a side headlock, but runs into a shoulder block. Jey gets up, hits a right hand, but you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win in a fight with Drew McIntyre. Drew catches him, tosses him into the corner, then lays into him with some rights and some kicks, and then hits some chops. And then Drew's just chopping him like not like Walter. I mean, you get chopped by Walter, you're gonna have an out of body experience. I mean, and I've seen the way Walter chops people. I'm surprised they're still alive. I mean, you get chopped, you won't be catching your breath for a while. You better call the cops. Call the cops on Walter for killing you, but call the freaking medic. Good Lord, he chops hard. But Jey got chopped, and he's like, overselling at his best. Drew hits a suplex for a near fall. Then he continues the offense. He mocks Jey. Continues to chop him some more. Jey comes back with a jawbreaker, but runs into a kick by Drew. Drew then runs at Jey. Jey sends him out of the ring. And then when Jey tries to dive, he runs into a right hand. Was able to crotch Drew on the middle rope. Then hits a super kick as we go to break. We come back. Jey's still in control. Drew comes back with rights to the body and the head, but he runs into a Samoan drop. Jey starts kicking him. He runs into bunch of clotheslines though from Drew. Drew then tosses him around for a bit. It's a neck breaker. He kips up and goes for the Fuka Shock DDT. Jay counters it into a jackknife pin for a near fall. Drew kicks out. Then they go back and forth, some big blows. Jay gets hit with a big sit-out spine buster, but Drew can't get the cover. Then Jay gets up, hits a super kick, sets up for the Uso splash, but gets him off on the top rope. Goes for a superplex, but Jay blocked it. Drew winds up in a tree of whoa, and like Jay was about to do the Alberto Del Rio stomp in the corner, but that didn't happen. Drew sits up, grabs Jay, tosses him over his head from the top rope, which is pretty sick. And then Jay's down, and Drew's about ready to go for the 3, 2, 1 Claymore. Goes for the Claymore. Jay's out of the ring, and then Drew tosses Jay around the ringside area for a bit. And then the music of Roman Reigns hits, and Drew's distracted. And then we see Roman and Heyman come out. They get like around midway down the ramp. Drew's distracted. Jay tosses him into the ring post, not once but twice. Then he gets sent into the ring steps. Then he gets back in the ring. Roman pulls Jay out of the ring. And he's like, I don't care if you win the match. I want you to make him understand. So Jay's like, okay. Then he gets back in the ring, starts beating him up, ground and pound style, laying into him. And then fucking shots are like from the camera, like one here, one here, one here. Like that was I'm getting dizzy. And then Drew gets up, hits the Claymore out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre and him, putting him against Drew, the Scottish burial killer. But I digress. So, I mean, it made Jay look strong, but still, I mean, really made him lose. I mean, you could have let him lose, let Drew win by disqualification thanks to Roman or something like that. But I mean, let Drew pin Jey Uso clean. I don't know about that. But still, he's still in a pretty good storyline with Roman. 2.25 out of 5 stars. I think we all knew Drew was going to win because he's on Smackdown, just to set up, give him more motivation and more, oomph going into his match on Monday against Randy that he's going to lose anyway. Yeah, so maybe Roman won't be as pissed off as he will be this Friday night with Jay getting the loss, but we'll see. And that's that. So, like I said, 2.25 out of 5 stars for the win by Drew. Afterwards, Drew and Roman stare at each other outside the ring. Drew asks Roman if Roman understands. Roman says, "If you beat Orton, you'll answer to me, and I'll answer you at Survivor Series." So basically, it's up to Drew now to beat Randy, and if he beats Randy, then he's got Roman Reigns waiting in the wings, which could have happened at maybe at the Survivor Series, WrestleMania if Roman didn't leave, and then you had Goldberg against, maybe I don't know what would have been Roman Goldberg for the Universal title. Roman probably would have won and then kept going, but we'll see what happens with that. So that's that. So what happens Monday night on Monday Night Raw between Randy Orton and his monotonous voice and Drew McIntyre. That'll most likely be the main event for the show, along with other stuff from Monday Night Raw. I don't know what else is going to happen besides Monday Night Raw besides Orton and Drew. Maybe the Fiend gets involved. I don't know, near the end of the match or after the match. Who knows? To set up Orton and the Fiend at TLC. But we'll see. Or they could do that on the next week. the November 23rd, the night after Raw. They could start the program with the Fiend and Randy Orton, maybe going into a TLC match at TLC for the WWE title. See what happens with that. And that's that. Probably get a little bit more with Lana and Nia Jax and Team Raw, the women's team on Raw. Maybe Lana will do something spectacular and maybe not get driven through a table for the 9th time, but I think she will. But we'll see. And then, like I said, we got Drew McIntyre and Randy for the belt. And then on Friday Night SmackDown, I assume we're gonna get some stuff Roman and maybe with Jay. Maybe Roman will be pissed off with Jay losing, but we'll see. Probably some more talking about Randy. Maybe Randy will appear on SmackDown. Probably some more stuff with the SmackDown women's team. We'll find out the last 2 members. I don't know who they could be. Probably be Bayley and Carmella, or Natalya, and maybe somebody else. But we'll see. And maybe some stuff with Sami Zayn. Smorgasbord this week on Raw and SmackDown, just to combine the storylines and what's going on at Survivor Series. And that should be it for the week. So that's it for SmackDown. It wasn't a great show, but still, it is what it is, and we're going to see what happens this week on Raw for the Raw Go Home show on Monday night, and then on Friday night we got the SmackDown Go Home show, and then next Sunday we got the Survivor Series, which will probably be the final show inside the Thunderdome, along with, well, I think the final. I think they said the final Raw is going to be November the 30th, I think is supposed to be it, because the lease ends, I believe, December the 1st or December the 5th, something like that. So we don't know where Raw and SmackDown are going to be come December, where TLC is going to be at. WWE pay-per-views after that, we don't know where Royal Rumble is going to be at. If it's going to be in an arena or a stadium, or what it's going to be. Not going to be with fans, of course. And then WrestleMania may be pushed back from March the 28th to either April the 11th or April the 18th, because they want to see if this fucking virus ends, which it won't, and see if they can have fans in Raymond J. Stadium for WrestleMania 37. I don't think they're going to have a lot. I would say 10 to 15,000 people, maybe 20,000 at most. Not going to have a sellout. Not 100,000 people inside Raymond J. Stadium. They'll probably just, if they do have it, it'll be nice to have it with fans. Finally we get fans on a major, well, besides New Japan, I'm just saying, forget New Japan. Fans in the United States finally get to go to a big pay-per-view, minus AEW, because they have like maybe 500 to 1,000 people, maybe 1,500 at their shows and their pay-per-views, But when Double or Nothing comes around, I think they might have more than that, and especially for All Out next year, depending on this fucking virus, maybe they can get out of Daily's place and maybe go to Chicago for All Out 3. Well, it's really All Out 4, but it's All Out 3. And we'll see. We'll see what happens next year. If fans can come back to the arenas, and indie shows can go back to having fans. They don't have many fans. There's some promotions here in New Jersey area that are allowing fans, like H2O and Titan Wrestling, that's basically New Jersey. I think WOW's is just doing Royals of Wrestling in Staten Island. They're doing their shows in Staten Island on YouTube. They tape it and they put it on YouTube maybe like a day or two later. They're gonna have that 13th anniversary show coming up December the 5th, I believe, or December the 12th. So the end of the year. See what happens with that, and then hopefully next year, WOW can come to the Brooklyn area, maybe I can go. I can, ask for a day off and then, just work, maybe switch with somebody. Maybe I can get off, but we'll see what happens with that. Or maybe if it's on a Friday night, I can probably just ask if I can get off Friday and then work Saturday. But, we'll see what happens with that. But like I said, hopefully fans come back next year and everything hopefully gets back to normal. I don't know, depending with this fucking virus. I mean, we're already in the midst. I mean, the second wave is just starting to hit us now. Got 242,000 people dead from this fucking thing, and we're getting closer and closer to the winter. The flu is coming if it's not around here now. So I told one of my friends, I said by Christmas we're gonna have 300,000 people dead from this fucking thing. I can almost bet you if this thing continues through next year, through like January, February, March, April, maybe, I can almost predict. I'm going on a limb. I would say by Easter, I would say we're gonna get close to 500,000 people dead from this fucking virus. 500,000 people probably be dead from this fucking thing. And Biden and his task force is going to try to do everything they can to stop this. Maybe shutting down the country for 4 to 6 weeks, which I think is a horrible idea. But places in here in New Jersey and New York City, bars are closing at 10 o'clock. Not much indoor dining. They're thinking about closing schools for in-person learning starting on Monday. So people are going to be going back to remote learning, which they should have been doing in the first place. Just saying. I think the major cities are going to go back to phase 1 if they haven't already. Most cities are going back to phase 1, phase 2. So I think like New York City is going to go back to phase 1. So everything's going to be like, nothing's going to be open except for essential businesses. So this guy's got to work, which I really wish I hadn't. But got to make the money you wish you had. Got to make my money somehow because I'm not going to go on unemployment. They're going to fuck me over, but because of a previous job, but it is what it is. So if I go on unemployment, they'll probably fuck me over with benefits. So they can go fuck themselves, but that's all I gotta say about that. But I'm in essential business now, so I'm doing my job, but running the risk every fucking day of this fucking virus. But I've been tested four times now, 4 or 5 times, each time negative. So this virus can suck my dick. That's all I gotta say about that. And that's it. So that's it for my Smackdown review. Smackdown, I gave it 5.5. I gave it 6, but I'll stay with 6. I might be overrating it a little bit, but I would say the consensus is about 5.5, 5.5, 6 out of 10 stars. And that's pretty much all I got to say about it. So 6 out of 10 stars for Smackdown. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions down below. If you have any questions, put it down below in the comments section of the video or hit me up via Facebook or Twitter. My Twitter link is down below in the description box. And that's that. Don't forget to smash that like button to death. And don't forget to tap that bell and click on all my notifications. So hopefully YouTube can send out my videos to you. If not, just type my name or type in my channel names and refresh my channel each and every day, each and every week or whatever. But you get your latest videos, and that's the only one you get. That's the only way you can probably do that. If you're not getting my notifications, because YouTube's notification system sucks. But we all knew that already, don't we? And that's all I got to say about that. So once again, 6 out of 10 stars for Smackdown, and that's that. Tomorrow, I'll be doing my AEW and NXT review. I'll do a combined video tomorrow, probably tomorrow afternoon sometime. And then probably tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, I'll do my Selena Vega rant. Well, my rant on Selena Vega getting fired. So Get ready for Fuck Vince McMahon Part 3. Or whatever part it's up to now. I forgot. Or fuck. I might just title it Fuck Vince McMahon Part 3 or Fuck WWE or something like that. I'll see. I'll think about it. And that's that. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. If you're in the Northeast, try to get some. Try to think about going to sleep. If you're on the West Coast, have a late night snack. Watch some TV. Watch a movie with your loved one or whatever. And that's it. And that's that. We got football Sunday tomorrow. Thankfully, I'm off for the next 4 days, so I got to watch football all day tomorrow. We got the Giants and the Eagles at 1 o'clock on Fox. Nobody's gonna give two shits about that game. But the 4 o'clock game, hopefully, I don't know what's the game of the week on Fox. It could be the Seattle Seahawks against the Los Angeles Rams, or what I think is gonna be the game on Fox. Gonna be the New Orleans Saints against the Niners. And as much as I have faith in my Niners, they're gonna get destroyed tomorrow. I mean, they got destroyed by the Packers last week. Only imagine what they're gonna get this. Only imagine how bad they're gonna lose this tomorrow. So for all you Niner fans, get ready to possibly go 4-7 before the bye week. And the playoffs, not looking good. Not looking good unless we can run the table. Maybe go 9-7 and get some help. But we got a tough road coming out of the bye. We got the Rams and we got the Bills. Ugh. Not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Not looking good. The revenge tour is not looking good. So if we might next season we might get the revenge of the revenge tour. So, but will Jimmy G be a part of our team? Probably not. Might get that guy from BYU, Wilson. Well, they're all looking at now. We might get somebody else. Maybe get another veteran. I don't know. But probably gonna have some changes next season. I can assure you that. And I think if the Niners don't make it this season, I can almost guarantee you they will make it next season. With Kyle Shanahan's gonna formulate a plan next year with or without Jimmy G. And it's gonna be a tough road, but with Bosa coming back, with Kittle coming back, Debo coming back, hopefully, Sherman maybe. I don't know if he's coming back. He might come back late this season, but next season I don't know. But most of our defense is coming back. All the guys that got hurt are gonna come back next season, hopefully. And I think if they don't make it this season, I think they got a pretty decent chance to make it next year. But we'll see. And that's that. So enjoy football tomorrow. And that's that. And then we start the new work week. We got the middle of November. We got Raw on Monday night. AEW on Wednesday. Should be some good stuff. We got Thunder Rosa and Serena D for the NWA World Title. That should be some good stuff. We got Darby Allin and Cody teaming up against Brian Cage and Ricky Starks. That should be some good stuff. Maybe some more with Kenny and John Moxley. We got the Bucks defending the AEW Tag Team titles against Top Flight, which is going to be a great match. And some more stuff on that. For NXT, maybe some more with Pat McAfee's Band of Idiots. Maybe Adam Cole, baby, and the Undisputed Era come back. Hopefully they do. And we got Rhea Ripley and Io for the women's title. That should be a very good match. Maybe be the main event. I hope it's the main event, but we'll see. So we'll see if Io can continue her 7-month reign as champ, or will Rhea win the belt in the same month that she won it last year. But we'll see what happens with that. And then we got Friday Night Smackdown to end the week with the go-home show before Survivor Series, and next Sunday the Survivor Series. It should be might be a good show. But I'm not really looking forward to it that much, but hopefully I'm off and then I can watch the Survivor Series. But I should be off that day. I only got 3 days this coming week: Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But You know, I might get a change. I might get a change on Saturday. You know, one of my supervisors asked if I wanted to work the morning. I'm like, hell yeah. Don't want to work the afternoon and into the late evening. I'd rather work like 7:30 in the morning to 3 o'clock, and then go home. And then I have Sunday, maybe Monday, Tuesday off. So I have like a good half day on Saturday, and then I'm off Sunday, maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I have really 4.5 to 5 days off. But we'll see. You know, going into Thanksgiving, I'm probably working Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Saturday. So, but hopefully early on Thanksgiving, I really don't want to work the afternoon. I really don't. So I'm gonna ask my manager tomorrow if she can put in a good word to the main boss, and I can get Thanksgiving morning. I can work Thanksgiving morning, and then whatever I don't give it to whatever on Black Friday, I don't care. And then maybe Saturday, if they give me the morning shift on Saturdays, I can maybe I can work like 1 to 8 on Friday, and then on Black Friday, and then come home and then have a little dinner and then go to bed probably like about 1-2 o'clock in the morning. Then get up on that Saturday and then work 7 to 3, and then have the new girl come in at 3, or we get somebody to come in at 3. We'll see. But we'll see. I really don't want to work the afternoon shift anymore. I really hate it. That's that. But you know, gotta make the money you wish you had. That's all I guess about it. All right, everybody. I'm gonna edit this up. I'm probably gonna go to bed. Maybe probably gonna go to bed after this, after I edit this up. So thank you for watching this video. Have a great rest of your Saturday night and an even better Sunday. So hope all your football teams win. And if not, well, too bad for you. And that's all I gotta say about that. So thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gomez signing off. Peace out. Rock on. If you're not down with that, fuck you, man. And that's it. I'll see you guys later. Peace.